So a 3-0 win in your third pre-season friendly. Are you happier with that one than you were with the previous game against Worcester Raiders?
Yeah, I don't think it was hard to be a little bit happier than the last time. The last time was flat. It was flat, and to be fair, the first half today was flat. We had a lot of ball, but not a lot of control in the game. We were going into areas and not having any kind of rhyme or reason to the things that we were doing. So it was really frustrating to watch at times. We lacked game intelligence in the first half, and we talked about it at half time. But as well, leading on from the basics we talked about last time, I was really disappointed with the amount of second balls we didn't land on, and we were very easy to play against. Although they didn't really get many chances. I think they had one where they've gone through and he miscontrolled the ball, and where Joe's tried to squeeze the line and stuff. But I was pleased with the result in the end. I was really pleased in the second half. It looked a lot better in the second half. There was a lot more intensity to our play, which is, everything we're going to be about. We've said we're going to be high intensity, running, pressing, which we did in the second half. First half, we didn't get enough pressure on the ball when they were building, and then we weren't getting enough pressure on the ball when it was landing, and it was becoming a difficult game to kind of get to grips with. But at half time, just a few strong words. Yeah, absolutely. Really pleased with the second half.
Is that second half performance what we can expect from your expectations and your standards? All 3 goals came from your side pressing high and finishing them off, and we had ample other opportunities from that high pressing.
Yeah, I mean the second half was exactly how doubtable. There was some good bits with the ball as well. The patterns that we have looked at did come out. But like I've said numerous times, the in possession stuff is just what looks nice. It's very rare that you go from back to front with all these patterns and this, that, and the other, and go and score a goal. I think at least 75% of the goals come from turnover, transitions, attacking fast, which I think we showed today. We worked on it quite a bit on the weekend without having a game, so it was good to do that, and certainly on the Thursday night in training. And yes, we've seen that come to light today in the game, and I think they were good goals. We could have scored quite a few others. Like second half, I don't think they had a shot. They got a free kick in the final defensive third, and they're a tough team. Very good well this year. Great facility, great peakers, good players. They're good players, so credit to them for doing that. Ultimately, we wore them down and were able to get the goals. But it's not all about the goals in pre-season, it's about performance. And we grew from the first half into the second half. And again, there was some real positive performances from some of the individuals out there whilst we still at it.
So there's a few players missing today. We've already alluded to Max Martin and Morgan Owen, but our new signing, Matt Sparkton, I think I was excited to see, and Aaron Solomon. Have you got an update on those two, when we can expect to see him back?
So Aaron has been absolutely sensational so far in pre-season, and he's just popped up to St George's Park just to assess where his injuries are, see if strength is, and see if he's actually fully fit and recovered, which we've seen it with our eyes he is, but we just want to go see the professionals and make sure that gets signed off, and we'll have him back by Saturday, so he'll be in the squad on Saturday. And then obviously Max and Mods, which are very, very near coming back, started their work with the physios, running and getting on the balls again. So there will be a couple of weeks. We look forward to having them. And then obviously everybody's really looking forward, including myself, to getting him on the pitch. But so it's just about looking after him, really. He thinks he's had some good progress today. He thinks he could be back running by the weekend, and then it's important that we don't rush him, because it'd be really easy for me to go, right, he's chucking him in, let's get him back in there, and then you lose him for another couple of weeks. And I've known Matty a while, and we just need to nurture him ready for, I'd imagine the latest he'll be playing is the first against Anstey, if not a bit sooner, maybe the Saturn or the rugby game. see glimpses of him in those games, but the idea is he's fit anyway. He's just to be sure he's able to start that game on the 9th of August.
So we've got a run of 5 home games now. Pitch is almost complete as we speak. Firstly, how excited are you to be at home? Your first game in charge at home, and is it good to get in that pattern of home games so you get used to the new surface and the rest that comes with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been down to the ground today. The pitch looks absolutely sensational. So yeah, I think we're all excited. We get to train on it on Thursday, so I'm gonna have to manage everyone's majority. He's very excited, and yeah, we're really looking forward to getting on there and getting used to the surface, making it a real advantage to us. You know, everyone wants to make their home pitch a fortress, but we're very lucky that we're being given an absolutely fantastic pitch to go and showcase what we're about as a football team. And yeah, I'll wait to Woodville. Look forward to the game on Saturday, where I think if we can take the second half performance into Saturday's game, that concept, that level of intensity from the first whistle, which is key to see how long we could go. That's how you really see the fitness, because we could have played like the first half, we could have played like that for 3 games back to back, because there was no realism to what we were doing. So second half is more like it. Yeah, at home in front of our fans, if we get really good turnouts, I'm sure. You know, if we did again tonight, we have had at the away games, but coming back to our home, where you know I'd expect quite a good turnout. Hopefully we get a good turnout so they can come and see what the boys are doing. And it's a tough game against a local team, which is always good.